They do say imitation, sincerest form of flattery. If so, Chef Hilda Baci should be really thrilled about this, since hundreds of Nigerians are now trying to imitate her, inspired by her attempt at breaking the Guinness World Record for marathon cooking. Can you tell that she got it? Legions of fans screamed their support when the 26-year-old cooked in a makeshift kitchen for 4 days. Can you imagine? Finishing May 15th, she produced nearly 100 pots of food, cooking for 100 hours. Now, I will say she was penalized for an error in her scheduled rest breaks. It didn't matter. Her eventual record-breaking time, 93 hours, 11 minutes. She beat the previous record by more than 5 hours. Now, Baci says she cried, prayed, screamed after it was done, and she says, get this, her journey wasn't easy. Listen.
Very tired, but at the same time, I feel very blessed and really excited as well. The first day was the most difficult, and I was ready to give a 6 hours day, but I feel like a miracle happened, and some way somehow I got to this.
Miracle happened. Her feat took social media by storm, with millions in Nigeria and beyond following her progress. And it is now time for the exchange, and we have that Nigerian sensation, Hilda Baci, with me, and she joins us from Lagos, Nigeria. Seriously, big congratulations here. If I tried to actually fathom cooking for as long as you did, no one would blame you for really thinking it was a miracle. Tell me, how does it feel to break this record? And more importantly, why does it mean so much to you?
Oh, it feels so good. I can't even lie. Thank you so much for having me, by the way. It feels really, really good because it's something I set out to do a couple years ago. And it just feels amazing to have, planned it out, finished it, and now gotten the record. It's honestly a very amazing feeling. And it was very important to me to do this just because there were quite a number of reasons why I wanted to even make the attempt in the first place. It was important to me to push through my physical limits and everything. And I pretty much like spoke to a couple people and we put together an amazing team. And away from that, it was also, I have a very strong nudging to put Nigerian cuisine and Nigerian recipes on the map because I genuinely feel like Nigerian food is really good food. And the more people try our recipes or the more people hear about it, they'll be willing to try the recipes, make it,
Uh-huh.
and it would just overboard because it's honestly really amazing meals. And I just wanted, you know, I was trying to create like an experience that was never before seen, which is why we had the event at such a grand scale. So there were just, too many things. I wanted
Yeah,
to
you
make
were.
myself proud, my family proud, country proud.
Yeah, I mean it was a makeshift kitchen, but you were really on display there. And I know you talk about your team. We know you lost weight. That team was really important to you. We saw some of the ingredients you used. Tell us in detail, like, what did it take to actually prepare for this?
So obviously the first thing I would say was physical preparation was very important. So I obviously had to start. I was much bigger before, so I actively started working on my weight. So I lost a lot of weight, and then I now proceeded to my physical strength. So I got a trainer, Kemen Fitness, and I started working out, and I was working out for like a really long time to build stamina, to build my core strength. So even the what's it called? Even the kinds of exercises that was given to me was pretty much geared towards me being able to withstand that, long extended period of time on my feet. And then I had to apply to Guinness and also now get an approval. And when the approval came, it came with a list of guidelines, a very long list of guidelines, which meant that, it was important to us to put a lot of things in place. the kitchen needed to be inspected. We needed to have health inspectors on ground the entire time. I was required to have adjudicators, timekeepers. There was video evidence required, like three different kinds of video evidence.
Wow.
I
I,
had to do a taste trial. So I cooked for 24 hours. So I had a dry run. So I did a 24-hour dry run before the main 4 days cooking marathon, just to see how my body would react to it and how the rest going to
it's
go.
really crazy, Hilda. I mean, just I'm looking at it now, just everything that it took to put it all together. You seem to have a smile on your face throughout. I mean, why do you think it captured the imagination of so many Nigerians? It was like an Olympic event out there.
Yeah, so I just believe that the story itself and just the attempt is something that a lot of people can relate to. Just pushing forward your boundaries and being determined, because Nigerians have a very strong hustling spirit and we're very resilient people. And honestly, once like you put your mind to something, especially like as a Nigerian, when you put your mind to something and you believe it, you're definitely going to get the support. And that's exactly what happened. It was like everybody could see how much effort and how much work had been put in, and it's almost like they could relate to the dream and they could relate to the passion and the vision, and they just rolled out in their numbers to
Okay, so
support this one goal.
right.
Yeah.
So the other thing that's happened here now is that people were so inspired by your goal, they're trying to break your record. How do you feel about that?
It feels good, honestly. For me, I feel like for people to want to do what you have done, it means you did it so well that they're inspired to now try the same feats, right? So I honestly just feel like I started a trend, or like I'm pretty much a trailblazer. That's how I look at it. Because like only a trailblazer will start something and then other people would want to do it. It's because it was successful, it was properly done, and just seeing how good it is, seeing the turnout, people are now inspired to say, oh, I want to do this as well. I want to try this as well. So it just means that I've inspired something, and I have, just, and I mean, obviously on social media, in the news, everyone's just seeing people that are trying to break the Guinness World Record, but other people are trying to break barriers in other aspects of their lives and their businesses as well. So I just think that I've inspired a lot of people to push, through their own limitations, and that's what we're seeing.
Well, you certainly managed to inspire so many in Nigeria and beyond. Such a gracious winner you are. I know this is going to now lead to many more opportunities for you, and we thank you for telling your story, Hilda. Thanks so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.